Hello everyone, my name is Shine. Today I am reacting to Planetarium Records, or PLT, IGOHOLIC. I did a reaction to Villain, who is part of this crew. I don't know if I accidentally called them a group when I reacted to Villain, and if I did, I do apologize. I do know this is a crew underneath the label. They're all different solo artists, and this is the collective whenever they do decide to get together and just, you know, make songs. They're not like a formal group, they're just like a crew. But I have my first introduction to PLT, as I mentioned, was kind of on radio, actually. I watched one of their K-Poppin' interviews, and I got to hear the song Hocus Pocus. So that's kind of like my introduction to them. I definitely have heard the name a lot. That's why I kind of thought that they've been around for a while. But I think they've only been around since like the beginning of this year, so do correct me if I am wrong. I am probably corrected already on Villain's video because this is out way later. But I'm going to talk a bit more later. I'm pretty excited for this, so without further ado, this is Planetarium Records, or PLT, the crew, with IGOHOLIC. Here we go. Oh! Oh! Oof. Hey! Villain with a man bun. Oof. Yo, this is honestly like a breath of fresh air from what I've been listening to lately. Like, finally caving in and like finally listening to the. Well, I haven't actually really listened to them much yet, but from what I've heard so far, it's definitely a breath of fresh air. It's a lot different than what I usually listen to. Considering, like, I'm pretty sure like 98 point something percent of my song list is like all dance groups. The other like 1% is bands, and then the other percent is the members of this crew. And obviously, like I've said a lot, I'm gonna definitely emphasize this because a lot of people for some reason think this is like an actual group. No, this is a crew. Basically, they're part of the same label, but this is like a collective whenever they come together to make music. This is just a crew, not a set formal group. So yeah, I still have yet to listen to the rest of their stuff, but what I've heard so far, which is only Hocus Pocus and this song, plus Villain song, I still have to check out the other guys of this crew out, but I know I won't be disappointed. Like, what I've heard so far is just a breath of fresh air. A lot different. Like, they've been, from what I understand, obviously they've been around since probably about the beginning of this year, give or take. I'm still kind of learning about them, but they have been around for only like a few months, but they've already made a name for themselves. Like, I've heard them a lot, and you know, I guess my expectations were a bit high because, you know, everybody was, you know, talking about them and whatnot, and they, so far from what I've seen, just, I'm really impressed so far, and I definitely have to start, you know, sitting down and listening to everything they have released in the past few months, or however long they actually have been around, both as a crew and as solo artists. So yeah, all in all, simply put, what I have seen so far from PLT as the crew itself, which is only this song and Hocus Pocus, is just like, their vocals are amazing, the rap is just fire. I've only seen Villain's stuff, so I'm definitely gonna work on the other crew members. And then I'm gonna emphasize this because apparently people don't understand. This is just a crew. It's not a formal group or anything. They just get together sometimes and, you know, release stuff under this kind of this name. But they're not like a formal group. They're just a crew. The boys themselves are just individual like solo artists. So do check out whatever else PLT has released, the crew has released, and also check out the boys themselves. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be checking out some of the other stuff too eventually. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.